Welcome back to PST channel. I hope you guys enjoy the latest episode. There are so many mysteries to uncover in Honkai Impact 3rd. Last time, Kiana controlled Herrscher power and helped the Ark safe from a bomb. Destroy World Serpent's Stigma clan. Now, she was captured by Durandal and take her to Shixel base. I am so excited to show you more of the story. Let's not waste any more time and enjoy today's story. Honkai Impact 3rd, Arc 6, Elegy to Yesterday. A few days before the incident in Ark City, in a deserted city in North Africa, Shixel used this city as a research centre and testing site for opening a dimensional portal to the Quantum Sea. A large dimensional portal opened in the sky above the city. Quantum energy spread out, followed by a swarm of quantum shadow beasts that emerged through the portal and fell to the ground. Durandal, who was observing what was happening from a distance, prepared to enter the testing area to eliminate the swarm of beasts that escaped from the portal. After the operation was completed, the portal quickly closed. Durandal stood ready to receive orders for the next step, as this was a test that had been repeated many times. Her duty was to eliminate the quantum shadow beasts that escaped to protect the research centre. But opening the dimensional portal to the Quantum Sea was only the first step. Shixel was researching the use of the second heavenly key, an artifact from an ancient civilization that had the power to open dimensional portals to different dimensions. The goal was to open the portal to the imaginary tree dimension. At the Shixel Command Center, Overseer Otto was monitoring the test results on the monitor screen. The information revealed that this experiment was limited and difficult to complete with Shixel's tools and resources. The power of the Dark Dimension Herrscher was needed to open the dimensional portal and maintain its stability. After completing the test, Durandal returned to his quarters and read the report sent by Rita about the situation in Ark City. Back to the sky explosion above Ark City, which occurred 3 hours after Durandal received Rita's report. Mei, frantically, ran through the horde of war robots and across buildings to pick up Kiana, who was falling to the ground. When she arrived at Kiana's location, she found that Durandal had already cut her off and reached Kiana first. Mei faced off against Shixel's strongest Valkyrie. Durandal said that she had been ordered to bring Kiana, who was still unconscious, to Shixel. Mei immediately drew her sword and fought. The battle results. Mei was completely defeated. Durandal took Kiana away. Mei could only cry and lament her own weakness. At the Heliopolis research building, Rita learned that Durandal had arrived at her request. She returned to the underground laboratory and found that Jackal had destroyed all the research data and escaped. On the other side, Jackal, who had escaped, kept an eye on all the movements that had taken place in Ark City and concluded the results of all the plans, including tracking Durandal, who had appeared until we found the location of Shixel's hidden base in North Africa, including information that Kiana has transformed into a Herrscher again, but has regained control of herself and may enter a transformed state to inform Kevin. Kevin orders to prepare to send troops to attack the Shixel base immediately. As for Kiana, he has other plans to deal with it instead. Kiana is dreaming that the Ark City has collapsed. She is possessed by the Herrscher of the Void again. She wakes up from unconsciousness and is found in the infirmary with Durandal watching her beside her. Kiana asks about the situation in the Ark City in May. Durandal tells her that the situation has been resolved and everyone is safe. Kiana is now at the Shixel research base in North Africa. Kiana calms down and calls for Fu Hua, but there is no response. She plans to use her Herrscher power to escape secretly. But Durandal knows what's going on and stops her, saying that Kiana is now injured and weak from using her Honkai power earlier, causing the Honkai energy to leak, and she cannot control the power as desired. It could be dangerous, causing Kiana to surrender. Durandal reported to Otto that Kiana's Honkai energy was abnormally high. Otto said that the satellite monitoring the Honkai energy from the bomb in Ark City had disappeared, probably because Kiana's body had absorbed it all. So he planned to have Kiana release the power to research the dimensional gate that he was doing, and let Durandal control it. Back to Kiani, she was thinking about the situation that had happened. Durandal opened the door to check on her. When she saw that Kiana was fine, she brought her out of the building. When they came out to the deserted city where the base was, Kiana tried to think of a way to escape again. Fuhua still didn't respond. At that moment, a gust of wind blew sand up, separating her from Durandal, so he took advantage of that moment to create a dimensional gate to escape immediately. But Durandal caught her in time and offered Kiana a duel. If Kiana won, he would let her go freely. Kiana accepted the challenge. Kiana fought with all her might, but could not defeat Durandal. Durandal said that Kiana knew how to combine various fighting moves, but lacked basic training, causing her to fail in the fight, and said that Kiana could not control her Herrscher power right now. Kiana realised that this opponent was too strong. She had to find another way to win. It reminds her of the fighting technique Fuhua taught her in the city of Ark, the edge of Taishuan. When Durandal saw it, he was surprised and admitted that he had underestimated Kiana's skill. He pointed out to Kiana the dimensional gate that had opened in the sky and said that her true mission was to protect the dimensional gate opening test. Kiana prepared to fight the beasts that came out of the dimensional gate. Kiana used her Herrscher power to destroy the dimensional gate until she was exhausted. When she saw Durandal approaching her, she realized the true purpose of this experiment. Back at the base, Kiana was angry and wondered why Durandal was with Schicksal when Otto had done many evil things. Durandal replied that it was because Schicksal was the one who protected millions of people from Honkai. This was her duty as a Valkyrie. During the conversation, an alarm and an explosion were heard. The authorities announced that the Schicksal base was under attack by the World Serpent. At the Schicksal main base, Otto was analysing the results of the dimensional gate opening experiment. Durandal contacted him, saying that the research base was attacked by the World Serpent and that Kiana had escaped. Otto ordered the protection of the Divine Key as the main mission, leaving Kiana to escape first and then tracking her down later. Kiana took advantage of the chaos to escape from Durandal. When she got out of the base, she found that the Schicksal base was surrounded by World Serpent troops. Before leaving, Kiana caught sight of a white-haired man in the distance. He was Kevin Kaslana. Kevin was ordering Jackal to block Durandal, while the Herrscher would search for him himself. He focused on searching for the Honkai energy flow and found Kiana's location behind a distant wall. Kiana prepares to leave the city, but Kevin quickly catches up and, pointing her sword at Kiana to attack, Fuhua immediately appeared to block her. Fuhua told Kiana to run away as fast as possible while she would hold off Kevin from catching up. Kiana did as told and ran away immediately. Kevin and Fuhua greeted each other before fighting. Fuhua used Feng Huangdown to show Kevin her memories, and the reason she had to fight him to protect Kiana. The result of the fight was that Fuhua was defeated. Fuhua's soul returned to the Feng Huangdown feather. Kevin accepted Fuhua's power is powerful, and would take good care of her in this feather state until humanity can defeat Honkai, and will woke her up again. Jackal reported that Kiana escaped using the Herrscher power. Durandal is now heading towards Kevin. Durandal arrived in the blink of an eye. The two immediately prepared to fight. Before the fight was over, Otto appeared and intervened, causing the fight between the two warriors to stop. On the other side of the battle, Raven is using the third Divine Key rifle to keep an eye on Kiana, who is fleeing. Grey Serpent tells her to release Kiana. Kevin is currently negotiating a deal with Otto. The next day, on the Helios ship, Mei and Tesla receive news that World Serpent has attacked Shixel's research center in North Africa and learns that Kiana has escaped capture from both Shixel and World Serpent. Mei is thinking about the time she met Kiana in Arc City. Kiana has changed to the point that she feels like a stranger to her. Suddenly, Tesla rushes in to tell Mei to prepare to travel immediately because he has found Kiana's location in Nagazora City. When they arrive in Nagazora City, Tesla says that he has detected a Herrscher power that matches the Honkai energy in Arc City, in the center of Nagazora City, and that Shixel has not made any moves yet. They explored the area and find that the entire city is flooded and the water is contaminated with Honkai energy from the Third Honkai War, and Mei's weak Herrscher energy, making it difficult to find Kiana. As they explore deeper into the city and find that there are several Honkai beasts. After defeating all the beasts, Mei and Tesla find a young girl lying unconscious on the ground. They bring a girl back to the Helios ship. Tesla inquires and finds out that her name is Sora, a native of Nagazora, who still lives in the city after the Third Honkai War ended. There are 16 other children living in the eastern part of the city. The place is managed and taken care of by a woman, Sora calls her teacher, who returns to the city every month to deliver food and supplies. Mei visits Sora. Sora tells her that she lost her communication assistance robot. Mei agrees to go out and find it. Mei returns after finding the robot and asks Tesla to repair it. Mei tells Sora that she will take her to the shelter where she and her friends are staying. There might be more clues about Kiana there. Sora brings them to the shelter, which she calls the Roost. Mei and Tesla find that the Roost is built on a tall building, preventing it from flooding. Mei asks Sora who Teacher is and when she will return. Sora says that Teacher should have returned the day before, which worries them. Sora goes out to search the city, but is chased by a Honkai beast. Mei tells her that they came to find their friend Kiana in this city. Sora suggests that they wait for Teacher to return in case they can get more information. Mei tries asking other people in the Roost and finds that some of them have seen Kiana in the west side of the city from a distance. Mei returns to talk to Tesla about the information she has found. Tesla tells her to start searching for Kiana tomorrow. Anti-Entropy will send someone to help the children here. While sleeping, Mei dreams of the past when she and Kiana were together in Nagazora City during the Third Honkai War. When she woke up in the morning, Mei quickly woke Tesla up to inform him that the flood situation in the city was getting worse. The two checked their surroundings and found that the water level was rising rapidly. Mei went to the Roost to check on the children's safety. When they arrived, everyone was busy moving their belongings away from the floodwaters, but they were all safe. Mei feels strange that the number of Honkai beasts has increased abnormally, as if something has drawn them to appear in this city. Sora tells she saw a large Honkai beast near the walls of Nagazora City yesterday. Tesla tells Mei and Sora to go out and explore to find out information. She will prepare to increase the defense around the Roost. While exploring, Mei fights many Honkai beasts until she encounters the large Honkai beast that Sora saw, Benares. While fighting Benares, Mei strangely feels hurt in her head. Suddenly, someone appears and helps them both. That the person who helped her is Raven, and is the teacher that Sora mentioned also. Mei quickly takes Sora back to the Roost. When they return, Tesla has disappeared, and Raven is already waiting here. Raven tells Sora to take the other children back to their lodgings. She wanted to talk to Mei alone. Raven thanked Mei for saving the children. Mei asked if Raven could help her find Kiana. Raven said yes, but the bad news was that she wanted to get rid of Kiana for her own purposes, not related to the World Serpent organization. Raven revealed to Mei that when Jackal Yara captured Kiana and experimented on her in Arc City, the results of the experiment showed that Kiana's physical condition was deteriorating from the Herrscher core, causing her to lose her sense of touch and not even feel pain. Now, Kiana is like a ticking time bomb because there are 3 Herrscher cores in her body. If Honkai energy is released, it will cause a lot of disasters, and the reason Kiana chose to hide in this abandoned city is because she knew that she was losing to control her Honkai power. Mei said, "Anti-entropy coming to help the children and take Kiana to safety," but Raven refuses, causing the two to fight again. Mei is injured, but not giving up. Sora comes out to stop the two and cries, begging Raven to take Mei to Kiana. Makes Raven agree to lead Mei find Kiana. While exploring the city to find Kiana, they take down many Honkai beasts. Raven captures one Honkai beast and inflicts deep wounds on it, causing the Honkai beast to feel pain, signaling other Honkai beasts, and waiting for a change in behavior to track down Kiana. When returned to the roost, Raven tells Mei to go back and get ready, and meet her at the city walls and to watch out for Benares, as it seems to be protecting Kiana. Mei returns to the Helios ship and tells Tesla about the plan she had with Raven. Tesla is distrustful and worried that Mei will be harmed, but Mei insists on doing what she has planned, because even though Raven intends to kill Kiana, she is the only way to get to Kiana. At the city walls, Raven is waiting for Mei, thinking about the events in Arc City, when Kiana spared her life from the fight and saved the entire city from the bomb. Mei comes to meet her, Raven telling Mei that Kiana's location is near the gate of the city walls. As they approach Kiana's position, the storm growing intensified. Benares suddenly appeared. The two fought and were able to defeat it. After defeating Benares, Raven switched her target to Mei before heading towards Kiana. The two fought fiercely, causing Mei to accidentally unleash her Herrscher power and defeat Raven. Raven let Mei go find Kiana and immediately disappeared. Mei brought Kiana back to the Helios. Tesla temporarily cured her from danger, and sending word to the Anti-Entropy Command Center that they were coming to Nagazora City on the Hyperion, and told Mei that Kiana had no more than 2 months to live. Mei visits Kiana in the infirmary. Kiana wakes up and greets her. Mei held Kiana tightly and tells her that St. Freya is now an ally of Anti-Entropy. Tesla, who is treating Kiana, is one of the leaders of the organization, and tells her about the events that have happened in the past 4 months. Mei takes Kiana out for a walk around the city to help her relax. They walked through the buildings in the city and reminisced about their past lives together in Nagazora. On their way back, the two found Benares lying injured. Mei was shocked and immediately drew her weapon, but Kiana told Mei to stop and slowly approach Benares. Kiana gently touched Benares. The wounds on his body slowly disappeared. Kiana felt that this Honkai beast was different from the others, and felt very close to her. When Benares recovered, it stood up and lowered its head for Kiana to pet, which surprised Mei, and made her feel that this Honkai beast wanted to be with Kiana. They returned to Helios. Tesla told Mei to come to the conference room with him to talk to Einstein about Kiana's condition. Einstein said that it was necessary to bring Kiana to the base to be quarantined because, right now, Kiana there is no cure, only slowing down the symptoms. Tesla interrupts, telling Mei that Sora came to see her. Mei comes out to find Sora, saying that they are preparing to leave Nagazora City because Raven has found a new home for them, so she visits Mei and Kiana before leaving. Mei refuses to let Sora see Kiana, then takes Sora back to the roost. Upon arriving at the roost, Raven comes to see Mei to tell her that the World Serpent has an offer for Mei in exchange for helping Kiana. If Mei is interested, she can come meet her here alone in 2 hours. At Helios, Tesla and Einstein talk to Kiana about the symptoms and the abnormalities in Nagazora City. Kiana offers to absorb the increasing Honkai energy and open a dimensional portal to send the energy elsewhere. She knows that her current physical condition is like a ticking time bomb and asks Anti-Entropy to protect her friends from harm from her. Unbeknownst to the three, Mei was eavesdropping on the conversation behind the door. On Otto's side, he is summarizing the information he has studied about Honkai and the imaginary tree, which found that the true structure of the universe consists of 2 parts, the imaginary tree and the quanta sea. The tree and the sea are opposite forces and are enemies. Both sides try to destroy each other. The imaginary tree is the origin of everything in the universe we live in. Time, the laws of nature, all living things, various civilizations, and Honkai are mysterious things that were born in the universe. They destroy civilizations that have arisen on different planets to test the strength of that species of living things. In order for make the imaginary tree to be stronger in fighting with Sea of Quanta, that is why humanity cannot escape from Honkai. Otto wants to find the answer to something he wants, which is how to revive living things. It is expected that the answer lies in the imaginary tree, so he must find a way to open a dimensional door to the dimension where the imaginary tree resides. Returns to the events at the Shixal research base in North Africa. Otto negotiated a deal with Kevin where the World Serpent would give Otto the divine key cosmic juggernaut for his research on opening a dimensional portal, in exchange for Shixal providing Kevin with resources for the Stigma project. Otto will immediately begin testing the new equipment he acquired in Nagazora City, which has a large amount of Honkai energy, before the two end their negotiations and go their separate ways. At Helios, Mei visits Kiana and cooks her food. Kiana eats it all with relish, saying that it tastes as spicy as she likes before going back to sleep. Mei comes out of her room and immediately realizes that Kiana lied to her, saying that she is fine because the food she cooked is not spicy at all. This made her decide to follow Raven's offer. Mei came to find Raven at the roost. Raven took her deep inside the shelter to meet Kevin alone. When the two met, Kevin introduced himself as Kevin Kaslana, the leader of the World Serpent organization, and immediately offered to help Kiana in exchange for Mei joining the World Serpent organization. Kevin explained the method of helping, saying that because Kiana had 3 core Herrschers in her body was overburdened. The only way was to remove some of the core Herrschers from her body by helping Mei become the 3rd Herrscher, Herrscher of Thunder, to make the 3rd core Herrscher in Kiana move to Mei instead, so that Kiana's condition would be solved. Mei immediately agreed upon hearing this. With no other choice, Kevin warns Mei about what will happen after becoming a Herrscher. Kiana will recover and fight the Honkai again to save the people. Mei needs to join the World Serpent to help Kevin deal with the Honkai and other Herrschers that will be born. When the Stigma project is successful, both Mei and Kiana will return to being normal humans. Suddenly, a large dimensional door opens in the sky, which is from Shixal's experiment. Kevin gives Mei another chance to decide. If she agrees, she must head to the door to absorb the Honkai energy and become a Herrscher. Meanwhile, the Honkai energy in the city soars, causing a violent lightning strike. On the other side, Hyperion ship approaching Nagazora City, Einstein and Teresa are investigating the situation in the city and find a large Honkai energy signal. The Hyperion ship is being attacked by the Quantum Shadow Beast. Teresa divides her forces, with Bronya protecting the engine room, while she protects the deck. Back to Nagazora City. The intensity of the Honkai energy from earlier causes Mei to have a headache and dizzy. While fighting the Quantum Shadow Beast, Kiana and Benares rush in to save Mei. Kiana comes out looking for Mei out of concern because she has disappeared and tells Mei to go back to Helios while she heads to deal with the open dimensional gate. Mei stops Kiana from going. The two argue, and in the end, Mei can't stop Kiana. Kiana rides off on Benares. Mei recalls the time she lived in Nagazora City and met Kiana for the first time. When she tried to commit suicide due to what happened to her family, Kiana came to her rescue and was the only one who brought her out of the darkness of her mind, staying by her side and bringing her back to the light. Mei can only run after her and watch Kiana leaves to fight alone. The feeling of weakness and sadness in her heart makes her headache worse, until she fell into a trance in her mind and saw the memories of her and Kiana going on missions together, when they were still together at Saint Freya, and when she fought Kiana, who became Herrscher of the Void. At that moment, the image in front of her woke her up from her trance. Benares was falling from the sky. Mei immediately followed to see what happened and found that Benares was injured and attacked by an imaginary beast. When it was defeated, the injured Mei rushed to Benares. Suddenly, the beast used a strange power to restore itself and secretly attacked Mei. Benares immediately took cover. Mei fell into a trance filled with darkness. Light appeared along with a familiar voice. Mei met the mind of the third Herrscher, who was sleeping inside her. The Herrscher mind greeted Mei and warned that if Mei chose this path, she would lose everything, her friends, her family, and will never be by Kiana's side again. Mei no longer cares about these things. This is the path she has chosen to protect Kiana. The Herrscher mind is willing to accept Mei's desire, sacrificing her own mind, and giving all power to Mei to become the Herrscher of Thunder. Mei, who has become a Herrscher, easily defeats the beast. She walks to Benares. When she touches its body, Mei senses the memories of this Honkai beast. She knows that Sirin, the Herrscher of the Void, raised it as a friend and named it Bella. Therefore, it is willing to protect Kiana, who is also a Herrscher of the Void. Mei decided to transfer the power of lightning to Benares, bringing him back to life in a new body that was her partner, and rode it up into the sky to deal with the remaining quantum shadow beasts. On the rooftop of a building, Kiana, who fell off Benares' back, woke up after being knocked unconscious. Kevin was with her there. He said that he was the one who saved her from hitting the ground. And now, the situation in Nagazora City was resolved by Mei, and she was the one who saved Kiana from the core Herrscher crisis. Then, Mei came to Kiana as the Herrscher of Thunder. Mei accepted Kevin's agreement to join the World Serpent organization. Kiana, who heard this, was very confused. Thinking that it was Kevin's doing that made Mei change, but Mei said that it was her own decision. Kiana refused to let Mei go with the World Serpent. Kevin left Mei to handle business with Kiana alone. Kiana fought Mei. Mei decided to use force to subdue Kiana to stop her.
まだ終わってない。絶対に。絶対に行かせないんだから。
キアヌ、もうあの力を使っちゃう。ここまでよ。
行かせない。
息も絶え絶えのくせに。
私のこの拳で止める。キアナちゃんはいつもこう体がボロボロなのに無理やりに笑う。あなたは私をみんなを助けてくれた。なのに一人で全てを背負おうとする。自分の命をも犠牲にして。 メイ先輩、それは私の使命だから。
世界を救いたいなんてそんなの分かってる。
メイ先輩、
どう耐えればいいっていうの。
メイ先輩、ダメ。
私にとってこの世界なんかよりもキアナちゃんの方がずっと大事よ。あなたは私に手を差し伸べてくれた。その手を掴んだ時から私の運命は変わった。
あなたは私の人生の中で一番大事な人。もしあなたを助けることが罪なら、その罪は私が背負う。さようなら、キアナちゃん。
If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe for more movie-style game stories. We cover everything from classic RPGs like Final Fantasy to the latest mobile and MMO. Life's busy, so we keep games short and sweet. Get the story without the time commitment a quarter of the time, all the fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.